Hello everyone, I am Auriela McCarthy with The Power of the Possible. I'm known by many as a mystic and a teacher of love. Welcome. I'm also known as the creator of the Power of the Possible effect because of my best-selling book, The Power of the Possible, a book of hope and inspiration. It has multiple awards and many foreign editions, including such faraway places as India, South Korea, Turkey, even Nigeria. I am a relationships expert, a mentor, and a teacher with a particular emphasis on spirituality and success. I was born in Russia, and I have been living in America for over 30 years, and as you can hear, I have kept my accent. Some of you may know me because of my work with forgiveness and have already worked with my forgiveness meditations that continue to be used by thousands of people all over the world for now almost 5 years. They are on my website and they will remain there forever, I think, as long as I have a website. Or who knows, I may record new ones. They are my gift to anyone who has pain in their hearts. Let's talk about something. All of you have areas in your life where things are just not the way you want them to be, right? For some, this area is relationships. For some, it is money. For others, it is health. And for some, it is all three and more. And by now, you have tried everything, or a lot of things. You've made decisions, you've worked hard, you worked smart, you've focused, you've taken classes, some of you have done workshops, read books on success, on relationships. One of my clients just recently has taken a course on how to flirt to help with creating a relationship. And not to say that the information you've got wasn't helpful, but the problem still remains, doesn't it? Would you like to learn why? Remember the song, Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places? You've been looking for answers in the wrong places. Or rather, you've been starting with step 2 without taking step 1, the most critical step, because you didn't even know there was this step 1. And the step 1 is you. You know, the most important thing always is to ask the right question. Much more important than the answer. The question is much more important than the answer. What is it in me? What holds me from creating what I want? Here, in this one area, or in a few of them. For example, I can make money easily, but to keep a relationship, or to have a relationship to begin with, or to be in a relationship with the right man or woman, now that just hasn't been happening. Or it would, and then it would unravel, as if by some magic, negative magic. Why am I using this word? Because we often associate magic with mystery, something that can't quite be understood. And you are right. It does look like negative workings of some negative unknown magic. Every time you venture into the territory of relationships, you can expect it not to work out. And it doesn't. Or if this is not your challenge, then perhaps every time you venture into the territory where your focus is to make money, you can count on it not working out somehow. Either you will make it but more bills will show up, or you'll make a bad investment, or money will seem to just have evaporated from your account, regardless of how hard you watched it. I'm using these two areas, relationships and money, because they are the most obvious. But what I'm talking about is any area where you can't make things happen the way you'd like. Problem with grown-up kids, problem with your parents, still, to the point that even the thought of visiting makes your stomach churn. Fights with the neighbor, regardless of how many times you've moved. A nasty boss, a mean co-worker, or starting a business and failing at it somehow, in some fashion. And if not exactly failing, definitely falling short of your expectations. And more often than not, problems in more than one of the areas I described. So, what is the right question to ask here? Here it is, and you've been asking it for years. Why me? Except you've been asking it from the wrong place and with the wrong attitude. Usually it is, why me, God? Or, what's wrong with me? Or, why can't I? Still. And there is some of being sorry for yourself in there, in these questions. Come on, admit it. And who can blame you? It is mystifying, to say the least. Why can't I be happily married? Why can't I keep the money? Why can't I make the money? Why can't I lose weight? And so on and so on. Endless, unique to each one of us. Now listen up. This is very important. Even for those of you who have done years of therapy. You can answer the whys with, it is because of what happened to me in my childhood, or after a divorce, or because of the abuse I had suffered. And not to make light of what happened, not at all. But you also know and have been told many times, painfully and unfairly, that it doesn't matter what happened, it was in the past. Why are you still holding on? And then you've been given a piece of advice. Just let go. Forgive, move on. Which is what I call using the truth. Yes, if you've been told that, or told that to yourself, it is the truth. But again, you're getting the answer to the wrong question, because when asked in this way, it is shaming and points only to the one conclusion. There is something wrong with me. So it is hopeless for me. I can't. But I will keep trying. And maybe God will have mercy. See my plight. I'll be lucky. Whatever is the talk inside your head. Friends, let's talk about what's really going on here. Because shaming yourself or allowing others to do it to you is cruel, wrong, and won't change anything. The negative magic, quote unquote, operating in your life is because you are out of alignment. Out of alignment with what? With who? With you. There are areas in your life where you are misaligned with yourself. And unless you get back into alignment, no will, no focus, no hard or smart work will help. The success will be hit and miss, if at all. Let's take an example. You're single and you want to meet the right woman or man. Being very clear on what you want and really wanting it is critically important to manifesting it. Agreed? So, you want it, but you have been hurt in the past, and you've never succeeded in attracting the right person. And you're still very angry at your dad for the way he had been with you. And last time you got involved, your mother warned you, and you told her to mind her own business. And she turned out to be right. And that's infuriating. And on top of it, all good men are either married or involved or gay. That's the tape playing in your head. Do you see the internal conflict? How strong is the part of you that is wanting a relationship? And how much is that poor part under the bombardment of the other yous, plural, who all have other agendas? There is a you that has been hurt and is afraid, a you that wants to show your father that he really did screw up your life, a you that wants to punish your ex by never being happy again, etc., 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 etc. You think it is a small thing? And I'm just taking one of the three essential elements that need to be aligned. That one I'm talking about is your desire to have what you want. And there are two more. And I can assure you that they too will be out of alignment if this is what's going on with your desire. Can you fix these three? Of course you can. One day, it is my firm belief, I am sure, one day it will be taught in school and will be called Manifestation 101. Right now, it remains a mystery to most. a so-called negative magic. There are things you can do right now and see instant changes. You will leave a different person. If you want more, I promise I will show you where to get more. But just listening to what I will teach you will change everything. One decision, one right decision, in this case to come and to learn something new, can change your life. I hope to see you soon. All for now.